Good afternoon. My name is George Lluberes from the Department of Political Science. I'd like to present to you the problem of corruption in Latin America. Yes. Corruption can be defined as the use of public office for private gain. And what I'm looking at specifically is high-level political corruption, so that is committed by presidents and ministers. What we think we know about corruption is that with increased democracy and with increased economic openness, political corruption should go down. This doesn't seem to fit the case of Latin America. For example, Cuba, a country which is a non-democracy, performs just as well controlling corruption as Costa Rica, which enjoys 138 years of democracy. Brazil is a country that is considered to be economically closed, performs better than Dominican Republic, my home country, which has an economy that is moderately free or open. So why? Why is this significant? Well, past 10 years alone, there have been 15 cases of presidential corruption, 6 impeachments, 4 removals from office. In fact, most recent one was the president of Guatemala, if you guys recall, resigned amid corruption allegations and was replaced eventually by a full-time comedian. After that, there's 3.3% of Latin American GDP that's being lost to corruption. Gone. To put this in perspective, Latin America as a region, as a whole, grew only 1% last year. This 3.3% GDP represents $150 billion that's lost every year. That is enough money to fund every law, medicine, PhD, and master's degree for any citizen of the United States that wants one. That's basically free graduate education, lost every year. That in itself creates this disenchantment with democracy. People think that democracy failed them. That creates instability in a region that has a history of instability. So why have political corruption levels remained stagnant or even worsened in many countries, despite the increases in democracy and the increases in economic openness? My hypothesis is that in Latin America, there is greater power concentration amongst the executive. There are mechanisms that allow this to happen. That in itself weakens what we call horizontal accountability. Checks and balances are weakened, and that leads to greater political corruption. So what my objective is to study 22 countries from 1995, as you can see there, to 2015, see what's going on. But not only to answer this question, but to find solutions to this problem, thereby aiding the quality of democracy that we have and improving the quality of life of millions of Latin Americans. Thank you.